Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So let me introduce myself again. I'm Karthika and I'm an IELTS trainer in the Eagle International Institute. So those who haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do subscribe and activate the bell icon to receive the notifications on our upcoming videos. So let's get started. The matching headings questions are always a trouble in IELTS reading. So today I'm going to give you a strategy that you can use to solve these type of questions. So watch this complete video, try this technique and let us know whether this works for you. Let's talk about this question type. Basically, you will be given a passage which is divided into some 7 or 8 paragraphs or sections. Okay, so each section or paragraph will be named using alphabets. For example, section A, section B, section C and so on. And there will be a question part also, which is a list of headings which are numbered using Roman numbers. What you have to do is you have to choose appropriate headings for each sections from the list given. Please note that most of the time they will give you more number of headings than the number of sections in order to confuse you. So I'm going to give you a strategy to solve this question that I personally used, and yes, it worked for me. You can see an example of a matching heading question on my screen right now. The first step is to read and understand the instructions carefully. And after that, you have to read the list of headings and try to understand each and every heading clearly. So let's do it together. So these are the list of headings, and what you have to do is you have to choose the appropriate headings for section A to section G. Okay, so let's do it. First, let's read the instruction. Choose the correct heading for each section from the list of headings below. Write the correct number 1 to 10. Okay, now let's read the list of headings and understand what they are saying. First one is why the ferry crossing has always been difficult, building the bridge, an advantage of the design for the bridge, the growing popularity of the bridge, opposition to building a bridge, benefits and disadvantages the humper has brought, proposed alternatives to ferry services, how the bridge has contributed to the region's growth, and rising demand for river transport. Okay, so the next step is to read and understand the passage carefully. Many people have told me that we can solve this kind of questions by simply reading this first and last sentence of a paragraph. However, I do not recommend that to any of you because I personally believe that the meaning of a whole section can be clearly understood only if we read it completely. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to read and understand each sections. Do not go for a detailed reading. Just skim the text and try to understand what they are saying. Okay, so once you read and understand the passage, the next step you have to do is you have to create your own heading for that particular section. Okay, just simply make a heading of your own and write it in your question paper. Similarly, you have to read every sections and you have to create your own headings and write it down in your question paper. Remember, do not go for a detailed reading. Okay, so you just have to do the skimming and scanning only. After this process, what you have to do is you have to go back to the list of headings and you have to try to match your headings with that of the list provided and choose appropriate answers. Let's do an example. I'm going to choose an appropriate heading for the section A in this question right now. You can see the question on my screen right now. This is section A. Now let's apply this strategy and let's find it out whether it is working out or not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the section A and let's find out what it is saying. Okay, so the title of the passage is Crossing the Humber Estuary. Section A. For thousands of years, the Humber and estuary formed where two major rivers, the Trent and the Ouse, meet has been an obstacle to communications along the east coast of England, between the countries of Yorkshire to the north and Lincolnshire to the south. Before the arrival of railways in the 19th century, water transportation was the most efficient means of moving heavy or bulk freight and the humper situated at the heart of the waterway system associated with the two major rivers was one of the chief highways of England. Okay, now its traffic brought prosperity to the settlements on its banks, particularly the city of Hull on its north bank, but the river itself tended to cut them off from some of their closest neighbors as well as obstructing the progress of travelers moving north or south. That was the passage. Okay, so after reading the section A, I felt like they're talking something about this some good sides and bad sides about the Humper estuary. So, what is the next step? I have to go back to the list of headings and I have to match my heading with that of the list, and I have to choose an appropriate one that matches the best. Okay, so let's do it. So, here is the list again. You can see it on my screen. So, why the ferry crossing has always been difficult? No, it is not the one that suits my heading. Okay, so I exclude that. Now, building the bridge. No. An advantage, yes, I can consider that. Let's see what it is saying. An advantage to the design for the bridge. No, it's not what I'm searching for. So, no, it's no. Now, the fourth one, the growing popularity of the bridge. No. The opposition to building a bridge. No. The benefits and disadvantages the humper has brought. Yes, it can be. Let's keep it there and forward. Let's move forward. Okay. Proposed alternative to ferry services. How the bridge has contributed to the region's growth? No. Rising demand for river transport? No. So the most appropriate option that I found is option number 6, which is the benefits and disadvantages the humper has brought. So I'm selecting that as my answer. So the matching heading questions can be very time consuming. So you have to manage your time effectively. Okay, so I'm going to give you an advice that will be very useful for you. Okay, so you have to practice on your skimming skills. Okay, you have to develop that quality throughout your practice. And let me tell you one thing, this is not a kind of difficult task. If you practice sincerely and regularly, then it's quite an achievable task for you. So don't worry about these matching heading questions. Okay, I hope it is clear for you. So definitely try this strategy and let us know whether this works for you. Okay, I hope this video was helpful for you. So don't forget to give your feedbacks because it means a lot to us. So definitely try this strategy and I hope it will help you. I wish you all the best for your exam. Have a great day. Take care.